Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome to or welcome back to the Lovely Wolf Den. I'm Nadia and I'm actually really sad right now. A while ago, towards the end of February, my Jeep wasn't starting, and normally when that happens, it's not that big of a deal. We take it to our mechanic and then it gets fixed, and that's that. And I've known for a while that my Jeep wasn't gonna really last forever. It's a 1997 Jeep, so it's been around our family for a really long time, but this time it was just like, it wasn't really ethical to keep it around anymore, and so we are in the process of selling it. And I already got a new car, well, a new used car, and she's great. She's a good car. I really like her, but I'm really sad because this is my car, the Jeep. This Jeep has, like I said, it's been in our family for a really long time. It was technically all my siblings' first car. It was my brother's first car, my sister's first car, and then my first car. I drove it the longest because by the time it was mine, my brother was moved out and my sister already had her own car. So I was driving it the most. Started driving it when I was 15, and I thought for sure Jeepy, that's its name, Jeepy. I thought for sure Jeepy was gonna last me through college, but it doesn't handle long distances well. So driving back and forth probably just like got to it. I don't know. So why am I making a video out of a car? I don't know. I don't really know why I'm making this video. I just didn't realize how attached I was to this giant piece of metal until I realized that I can't drive it anymore. I'm already getting like emotional right now. I don't know. This car is just, it's been here. It's been around. It's been through a lot. Like, this car has survived like so much. I remember one time my whole family was in here. My dad was driving, my brother was in the front seat, and me, my mom, and my sister were in the back seat. We were driving home, and then we pulled up into our driveway. I forgot what game was happening. It was some Dodger game, I think. And something big happened that my dad, because we were listening to it on the radio, and something big happened. And my dad had to go inside to see it. So then he like immediately got out of the car once we got into the driveway, ran inside to do it. And then my brother, he was reaching in to grab his guitar. And then the car started rolling backwards down the driveway because my dad didn't put it in park. It was in neutral, I think. And so me, my mom, and my sister are in the backseat just like screaming as we're rolling down the driveway, and we end up hitting the mailbox of our neighbor across the street. This car survived a lot. It was my car in high school, and I was the first out of my friends to have a license. So I was the car friend, and I drove all the time. I drove everyone. Not that that's a bad thing. I actually really enjoyed it the best because I love driving, and I loved driving this car. This car just fit my vibe. Yeah, vibes are important to me. This car just fit my vibe like so perfectly, and I love Jeeps. Jeeps are my favorite car. Like, my dream car is a Jeep Wrangler, but this car, like, so special to me, you know? I would take naps in here after school as I'm like waiting for practice to start. I would come in here and take naps. It took me places, you know? I'm really sad that I have to sell it and that I can't drive it anymore. Even sitting here, it's really like, it's a car. Like, literally, Nadia, it's a car. I shouldn't be this attached to it, but like, it's the only car that is still here from like my childhood. It's just so many memories, like literally so many memories, so many adventures with my friends. This is the car that me and my dad take to go get the Christmas trees at the end of the year. It's just hard to let something like that go. So this has been me being really sentimental about my car. So my new car, her name is Nebula J. Let me tell you the story of Nebula J. So when my mom told me the type of car that I was going to get, I looked it up on Google and I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to name it Jinny, because Jin from BTS, I always call him my soulmate, which is really stupid, but like, I don't know, I just feel like we'd be really, really great friends if I were to ever like be friends with him. I don't know. So I was like, oh, Jinny, that's like perfect. But then I saw the car and my dad sent me a picture of it, and one of the doors got replaced on it, so it's like multicolored on one side, and he was like, it looks like Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to name this car Nebula. But I didn't want to let go of Jinny, like, so I was like, should I name it Nebula Jin? And I was like, Nebula Jin, that's like fine. Nebula J, that's it. So the J stands for Jin, but the car's name is Nebula J because that just sounds so nice, and she's great, and I'm ready to have more adventures in her. Yeah, me and Vanessa We called it the christening because something that Vanessa and I would do in this Jeep is like I would go pick up Vanessa and like we would just go for a drive and we would scream. Literally, we would have like, we would call it our Jeep scream sessions. It would normally happen when we haven't seen each other in a while. So then she'd get in the car and she would just start ranting about things that happen, and I would start ranting about things that are happening, and we would just let all of our frustration out by screaming. So we did that last night. It wasn't the two of us, we had two other friends in the car, but we had a mild scream sesh. And I was like, all right, Nebula J, like get ready because more of this is coming. As I'm talking, I'm like, why am I doing this? It's literally a car. I don't know. Things are important to me, and I'm really passionate about the things that I love. With that, thank you I don't even feel right doing my normal outro. I haven't uploaded a video by myself that wasn't a reaction in a while, so I just thought I'd make this into a little video, especially because, I don't know, I want something to look back on related to the Jeep and stuff. Yeah, thank you for watching. Catch y'all later.